Hathor is the goddess of fertility and beauty in Egyptian mythology. She is the daughter of Ra, the sun god, making her one of the most important Egyptian deities. The goddess is depicted in Egyptian art in unusual ways. She is often portrayed as a sacred cow, but also as a crowned woman with horns and a solar disk between them. According to some versions, Hathor was seen as Horus's consort. The goddess was worshipped throughout most of the Egyptian world, so her roles as a deity could vary greatly. As stated earlier, Hathor was revered as the goddess of fertility. The Egyptians believed that the pharaohs, when they were born, were breastfed by the goddess, and this enhanced the ruler's divine nature. For this reason, pharaohs were often called children of Hathor. As some versions say, the two sons of the supreme god had disappeared in the beginning of the world. Hathor, also known as Ra's right eye, had the task of finding them. When she returned with the god's children, the deity noticed that the god had developed a new right eye. The bitter goddess wept, and men emerged from her tears. This is why she was also known as the Universal Mother. For having a maternal role, the goddess was invoked to aid in childbirth. Besides being involved with deliveries, the goddess was also associated with death. Hathor would welcome those who had just reached the underworld, providing the newcomers with food and drink. Being bound to the cow figure, the papyrus is the plant consecrated to the goddess, as it was one of the favorite foods of the cows grazing on the Nile riverbanks. The Dendera temple was the most important sanctuary devoted to the goddess. The sick went there in search of treatment, since Hathor was also a goddess tied to healing. The goddess was also known as the Beautiful One, and hence was seen as the deity of beauty and joy. The festivities in her honor were packed with merry dances. Due to her cheerfulness, Hathor was regarded as the goddess of dancing. Hathor's cult lost momentum as the Isis worship grew. Even in the latter shadow, the cult of the cow goddess spread far beyond the Egyptian borders. Throughout the period of Greek and Roman domination over Egypt, and owing to religious syncretism, the Egyptian goddess of beauty came to be associated with Aphrodite by the Greeks and Venus by the Romans. This is why Hathor became one of the main deities of Egyptian mythology.